Yo, what it do, people? What it do? All right, so we're gonna dive into this today. Yes, it's gonna be fun. All right, listen. Something I've been thinking about a lot over the last week or so. I had a fantastic conversation with my buddy Rob. You guys know Rob, formerly known the artist formerly known as Rob Buddy, now known as you Rob. And we got into a conversation. We were talking about all things creators. We do this every once in a while. We get together, we play catch up, we try to dive in and see what it is that we could possibly do to make creators' life better for creators. And kind of came up with a couple of thoughts. Rob and I discussed. I mean, he talks to creators all the time, all the way back from his time at TubeBuddy, now working at Uscreen. Yeah, it's just things that come up as we do events, we do conferences, so forth, so on, and etc. Okay, so it got to me thinking. It got to me. I got to thinking that maybe for some of us, we are going about this the wrong way. Okay. And what exactly does one mean by that? Sorry, this my Mac Studio got moved yesterday by accident, and now everything's out of whack. So I'm adjusting on the fly. Anyway, everything basically maybe we're going about this the wrong way. Okay? So you guys know the game. The game is create a bunch of content, you know, quote unquote, get as many people to watch it as possible, gain a little, fame and notoriety, and possibly make some cake. That's basically the hustle, right? But more and more, it becomes a struggle for people trying to keep up because they started out without a clear direction. Some of you guys been at this for a hot minute and you're still trying to figure out what your clear direction is. And that's cool. Like you're totally able to do that, but you have to understand what that means if you are going aimlessly, right? Um, and I think that throws people off because it can get a little daunting, it can get a little frustrating. And so here comes the cliche. You guys know what it is. The cliche is you have to absolutely understand why you're doing this, right? If you don't fully understand why you're doing this, it's frustrating, period. That frustration will never go away no matter what gear you buy, no matter, even if you get to 20,000, 50,000, 100K. If you don't know why you're doing this, that frustration will never go away. You will always feel like you're lacking, right? Right? If you are doing this hoping to make some major dent in society, you'll probably feel fulfilled no matter what happens, right? Every time I get one of those comments or those emails from people that I don't even know, we're not talking about the members. The members, you guys know me, we all goof around like we know each other on a personal level at this point. But for some of the people that are not members, not active in the Discord or whatever, when I get those emails from strangers that be like, yo, this is exactly what I'm looking for, I know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Um, super, super funny, as crazy as this may seem, out and about doing some creative work and run into one of my buddies who I haven't seen in a hot minute. And, I'm cruising Waikiki hanging out with my Insta 360, not Insta 360, sorry, my DJI Osmo Pocket 3. And, he started asking me questions. He's like, yo, I'm trying to get into this. I'm trying to, do this for my business. I want to do this, something I could do with my kids. And, we had a conversation and he was like, okay, I'm in. I need some sage advice. You know what I mean? I recently met another buddy here in Honolulu that one of our friends, he's opening a new shop, and one of our friends introduced us and was like, "Hey, you need to talk to Doc because he can help you make all the content and stuff that you need in order to get your studio going." Okay, so I guess, here's what people sort of want and expect. And I think that these wants and expectations don't really align with reality. And therein lies the frustration. Okay? Everybody wants there to be a magic bullet to make creating takes less time. Over the course, and going back to B's comment, 10 years and counting, over the last 10 years, we've definitely got to the point where creating is way faster. And I don't think people respect that game, right? Creating is way faster. We were shooting 5D Mark II on CF cards. It takes forever to capture. Actually, go back further than that. We were shooting on CO1, GO1, PD150s, PD900s, VX1000, and you had to use a firewire cable to capture the footage. So if you shot the way most people shoot now, press record and let it run, and you shot a full 60-minute tape, it took you 60 minutes to get it from the camera to the computer. When we got to the 5D, we were able to get 49-ish minutes. We'll just pretend they're the same. We were able to get 49-ish minutes to the computer, roughly 10 to 15 minutes. Now, SD cards are stupid quick, right? We can get 7-8 hours worth of footage moved over to the computer in under 10 minutes. If you're on CFast, game recognized game, hey, even better, right? Then when we went to go press render in Premiere, Final Cut, whatever, it was literally an overnight render. You would render and take your butt to sleep to get up just to find out you misspelled Keely. And then you got to re-render that joint. You couldn't just fix that section. You had to re-render the whole thing. When you went to go burn a DVD, it might take 4 hours. So we are at the fastest time to create, the cheapest time to create, and people are complaining about not having time to create. Okay, so everybody is looking for some magic bullet that's going to give them time to create. Second of all, people are looking for instant viewers, right? Like, I'm just going to be here and I'm going to put my stuff out and the world is coming. That doesn't exist if you opened up a sock shop. If you started a brand new shop today, making most people's favorite comfort food, grilled cheese sandwiches and tomato soup, that still ain't instant customers. That's not instant success. People are looking for this instant success, and it doesn't exist. All of the people that you see have the success that you want, people still think that mess happened overnight, and it don't really happen. Maybe 5-6 times a year. Right? And then people want to be getting paid on day one. I legit see to this day in streams, in conversations, someone posits the question, how do I get my podcast sponsored? How do I get brand deals? And they don't even have 100 folks yet. They haven't put in any of the work, and they want to go straight to brand deals? It's funny because I'm pushing 20K. I don't want any brand deals because they going to start telling me what to do, and I want to talk to y'all the way I want to talk to y'all. I don't want nobody telling me I can't crack Canadian jokes with my homie Keely. Like, we family at this point. We could cuss each other out and hug it out, and 5 minutes later, everything's good. Well, she might still want to stab me, but I don't want no people telling me I can't say those kind of things in the video. Come on, son. And back in the day, I was young. I'm not a kid anymore. Sorry. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Um, so I wanna I wanna remind you that first of all, the idea of this magic bullet to find the time to create, you don't find time. There's no such thing as finding time to create. You make time. Okay? You don't walk into your kitchen and find Thanksgiving dinner next week. You make Thanksgiving dinner next week. Right? You don't walk into your house and find a mess. You made a mess, or your kids made a mess, or your husband or wife or partner or whatever you got, they made the mess. You don't find a mess. You don't find anything damn near pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So you have to make that time, right? There is no instant vanity even. Even like I'm supposed that these people need to come to my stream. No, they don't. They don't even know you, pimp. Like you have to put in the effort to, unfortunately, it sounds weird. You got to put in the effort to prove to people that you are somebody worth paying attention to. You know what I'm saying? And Tina said instant delicious. Yeah, they know it ain't that much instant delicious nowadays either. I forgot the exact name of it, but there is, everything bagel seasoning. Trader Joe's has this other seasoning, comes in a greenish bottle called like everything else. It's phenomenal. I don't know what the heck it is. I didn't even bother to look. I just keep using it. So you make popcorn. Oh my God. It fits on everything though. Bagels, the whole 9 yards. Anyway, let's not get sidetracked. And the last thing I think people are creative for now, this one's going to hurt some folks, and I'm sorry. I love you, but here it is. Some people are creative for vanity and acceptance. And it doesn't work, right? You know how you know is when you are simply crushed by a bad comment, okay? Like, it shouldn't be that, you're driving down the street, you're cruising down the street in my 6'4", and then Roy pulls up next to you and be like, you're Sergeant Fuckstick. Like, that should not ruin your whole day because Roy came to the window and yelled at you. You just look at Roy, give him the special gestures and just mind your business, like whatever. Like that, Roy cussing you out in traffic is not going to change your bills. It's not going to make you have a better relationship with someone in your family. You know what I'm saying? So first of all, let's make sure that if you really, really want to do this, and I'm totally down to help you, I am. You are doing this for the love of the game. All of the positivity that comes out of it, that's extra. That is gravy. That is another scoop of some good cornbread stuffing. You know what I mean? You really still have to do this for the love of the game. Can you make money? Yes. Can you make lots of it? Yes. Are there things you can do to get there? Yes. Is it overnight? Hell no. Absolutely not. But if you're doing it for the love of the game, and then someone hits you up and says, you know what? I really respect what you're doing. Let me send you something to get your advice on it. Let me send you something so that you can show it to your people and see what they think about it. Oh, let us pay you to do this voiceover or this whatever. Then you go,
oh, holy my goodness.
Okay. Now, here's the reason why I had to put that back stuff. I had to put that back stuff down on the table first. And the reason why I had to put that on the table first is because now now I want to hit you with what I really want to hit you with today. Sorry, Lloyd. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So here's what it is. Here's what I want to tell you. I am not an idiot. Okay. I do fully understand that you guys have to make this loop. Okay. I get that. Even if I was going to just throw all of this mess away I shouldn't say this out loud, but Clich forbid there's a tsunami next week. The beach is across the street. If a tsunami came through and took out all of my gear, I was done. I would have to go, get a different job. And you know what? I still would pick one that I would be happy to go to every single day without thinking about it. I never want to go back to that grind of, oh, I don't even want to go in today. Like I don't find myself ever saying that. I don't ever find myself saying I got to come down to the basement and make a video and I don't feel like it. That's just not a thing for me. I don't even get to the moments where I'm like, I don't feel like doing class today, or I don't feel like doing a stream today. I haven't had one of those. I don't have those thoughts of burnout because I legit love doing this. And because for right now, nobody's telling me what I have to make. Okay? It's funny on the times where stuff comes up and we get genuinely busy because we have to boot up for camp or because I'm traveling or whatever. And Katie's like, man, this week is psycho. There's no way we can do the flow this week. I'm actually bummed. And Luis might be happy not to have to edit one week, but me, I'm actually bummed when we have to skip a show because, camp or Podfest or something of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so here's what I want you to think about. Like, if you're going slow, accept that, forgive yourself. This is not a race. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. There are things that you can do that can put some crumbs on your plate. And some of you guys are already have these skills and you just haven't thought about it this way because you're trying to be the quarterback. You're trying to be the picture. You know what I mean? You're trying to be the driver. But for every Lewis Hamilton, there's a Tom Wolfe. Right? For every Max Verstappen, there's a Christian Horner. Or Ginger Spice's husband, as I like to call him. If those words don't mean nothing to you, look it up, damn it. I'm not going to get into all my analogies today. As I got this conversation with Robin, we were talking about it the other day. Something that I'm definitely trying to implement for Ecamm in 2024, and this is not an Ecamm stream, of course, but it's just something that I know that we're working on. We're getting emails every single day from big brands, big content creators who know they have no choice now but to go into live selling. But they don't know how to do live. They don't want to do live. There are a whole bunch of podcasters out there who have been audio only forever and that shit will not stand. And now they have to do video and now they are kicking and screaming and they don't want to touch it. There are so many people out there knowing that they have to do short content and this social media content and things of that nature. But they just can't. They don't know how. They don't know where to begin. They're so far behind the curve. So thinking in the nature of, if this was one of them coins, right? Some of you guys are celebrating your 3-year coin. Some of you guys are celebrating your 2-year coin. Some of you guys are a year coin in, but these folks ain't got no coin. Be like, hi, I'm Dog Rock, and I'm a professional live streamer, and I've been streaming for 46 months. Right? Some of you guys got that coin. So let me break some thoughts down to you, and you tell me what you think about this. I have people every day, they need editors. To this day, one person in our crew, run that back, say that again. One person in our crew took the mission a year and a half ago when I stated creators hate editing. You can get a Skillshare, a YouTube, follow Matthew O'Brien and Dylan Bates, and learn how to freaking edit and use that to pay off some of these bills. One person out of our entire freaking crew took that. I'll go ahead and say it. Maybe he'll back me up. I don't know. It changed his life. Life. It completely changed his life. And you know what it ended up doing? Giving more time to actually create what he wanted to create. Okay, some of you guys are pretty sick with a Photoshop or a Canva or whatever. People hate thumbnailing. There's folks out there right now that will gladly pay you to take over their nailing. Okay, well, I don't know how to do graphic design. Cool, I'll let you have that. I'll throw it out the window. Writer. Some of you guys are much better writers than I. Some of you guys are much better writers than a large percentage of the creators out there. Hit up your favorite creator and be like, hey, fam, I love your content. I know that everybody's probably telling you need to write more, and I know you don't like it. How can I help? Anybody watch that TV show, New Amsterdam? He just has a thing where he goes, how can I help? Yeah, it's really crazy. So I was watching F-Stoppers today, and they were doing their 1 million subscriber stream, and they're on the island too, and they were having mad issues as well. So it might be the network. I hope you can hear this, because I don't know if I can do it again. It's painful to have these thoughts that I got friends out here who have the skills, but are so distracted by trying to be the next Colin and Samir, that they don't realize they should be the next, what's his name, Schwartz. Why can't I remember his first name? Tim Schwartz. I think that's his name. Tim Schwartz was the guy who ghost wrote books for the Orange Pumpkin Cat. You know, so there's opportunities out there for those of you who do this, right? Somebody needs you to help them edit. Somebody needs you to help them, get their nails did. Somebody needs you to help them write. And here comes the big one. I hope the buffering stops so that you can write this down. Here comes the big one. I get no less than 10 a day. I am looking for a producer. I need somebody to do for me what Luis does for you. Some of you guys have enough live streams in your pocket right now that I challenge you. Do Poppy a favor. I challenge you. Go get one of them $5 websites. Maybe you already have a domain. Build it in freaking Canva. I don't care how you do it. But if you own a Rodecaster Pro and you got decent internet, better than me, obviously, that's all you need. You don't even need a Rodecaster Pro. Technically, you don't need any interface. You don't need a mic. You don't need a camera. You legit need a phone and a website where people can sign up. If you have decent freaking internet and enough of a camera / microphone / headset that you can talk back to the people, I don't even mean fancy. I mean, you could pull out a Logitech C9 mother 100 We talking 2006 webcam, 720p, 480p. You can still produce. I call Luis, MrCameraJunkie.com/live. Katie calls Luis, and Luis presses the buttons. Every once in a while, his big head pop out. Hey, man, y'all forgot to do the ad read. And we go, oh, yeah. Then we just do that. You know? I don't know how to produce. Luis, can you teach me how to produce? Every freaking day we get hit up. Hey, man, Ecam, listen, I want to do this live thing. I got this big thing coming up. I can't do it. I just can't do it. You really need to know how to change scenes. You really need to know how to pop in on the back channel and say, hey, man, can you pump the audio up just a little taste? Hey, man, can you turn the audio down a little bit? Hey, man, 5-minute warning. Hey, man, 10-minute warning. Hey, man, there's a comment from Dina that you're missing. I think you should pull that up. Now, I don't want to hear no bullshit right now. I'm going to mad. Yes, we are coming up with the ability for you to remote access those comments. But let's just suppose these people don't even have freaking Ecamm. You could produce for them on StreamYard or Restream or whatever. It doesn't freaking matter. There's people out there who right now want to focus on the interview. They don't want to press anything. And you are intelligent enough to do that. Okay? Do yourself a favor on Thanksgiving. Right? Run back the streams from Stephanie for showrunner, season 1, and put yourself together a small little one-pager on some cheap site. I don't want you to go buy no Squarespace. If you ain't got one, you ain't got one. If you got one, cool. Put yourself the one-pager and be like, I know how to produce. Okay, now, how you going to get these first clients? Yo, if you're going to be the second, third horse or the third and fourth horse, sometimes you got to step in some shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so you just find one of these creators that you like and they're good, you know. Maybe they know they need to do live streaming. You've been on some creator site right now and they say, yeah, I know I need to do these live streams, but I don't like doing it. You send them an email, you send them a little DM and be like, listen, fam, I will produce your live stream for you a couple times so you can see how you like it. I tell you what, we'll knock out the first 10 on your mans, like Costco sample, and we'll talk about this after. And then so your favorite creator who you want to see do live content, who you know they would be really good at it, who you know your crew, your audience that you hang out with would be good at it, but this person is scared, you run that production for them. And then you're like, hey, this will be easier for me if you got Ecamm. Here's, yes, it's an affiliate link, whatever. You're not paying me. Click this. Boom, they'll get it. Now your job is easier. And next thing you know, you're doing good. And then you'd be like, okay, you see this, you like this. I know this is working. It's working for everybody. It's a win-win situation. Let's sit down and talk about like getting some fundages. But here's what happens. Your second and third client will be like, well, yeah, everybody talk about they want to be some kind of producer. Who do you produce for? I produce for Discord Coach. They're like, damn, she's dope, right? You go, yeah, that's my client. You see what I mean? Like, not gonna put her laundry in the street, but one that you know of, two that you know of, right? When Keely has a introductory meeting with the client now, and they say, what are some servers that you built? She could point to our hometown, right? She could point to the eCam community, a couple other big ones that she's done since. You got to have that in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? And literally, you have all of the stuff. You just hiding in the background. Can't nobody see you. You know what I'm saying? You got a stream, and they got your face on it and somebody else's face. And legit, all they do is they call your guest link, and you make the two little boxes. I have some boxes in here somewhere. You have the two little boxes, right? And then with the two little boxes, you have person 1 and person 2. You know what I'm saying? And nobody even see your face. They don't need to see you. You look ugly anyway. You know what I'm saying? So you just go in here, and I mean, you know how to do it. Like, you guys know how to do it. I've showed you how to do it before. You can run that back. You can hit up Luis. Luis will probably happily show you. Buy him some lunch or some dinner or some Cafe Bustos. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys know how to do this stuff. I'm just saying. You don't really need my help. You don't need nobody to tell y'all what to do. You already know what to do. You just hiding in the background, this person doing the show, you bringing up comments, things like that. Hell, some people don't even need a whole ass producer. They legit just need a booking agent. Anybody who's been a guest on the show for Sally, Cousins, or Evie, or some of these other people, they just got a booking agent. The booking agent books their people for them. You basically send emails and book calendars and, make sure you be where you at. You know what I'm saying? At this point in time, if the channel is growing slow, but you don't want to screw it up by doing stuff to try to grow faster, maybe pull up a support role. You might find you like it better. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, listen, here's a prime example, all right? I'm going to throw one at you. My man is not here to defend himself, but I know that sometimes Matthew is doing the streams and he gets a little like, I'm busy. I can't really focus on what I'm doing and put these comments in and things like that, right? You can hit him up and be like, hey, the next time you're going to do one of the Final Cut announcements where you're going to be focused on the app, how about instead of running it from your end, you call me on my eCam link, I'll run the show for you, I'll put the comments up on screen, and then you can have a little Slack channel, or he got a Discord comment window where you guys can discuss back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Or you can be on the phone on FaceTime, and, you can give them different signals or whatever to help control that. I mean, it's out there. Like, just trust me, the availability is out there. Here's a big one. Luis said, as a remote producer, you don't have to be camera ready. You know what I'm saying? You can look sideways in the mug. Your hair can be not dead. Nobody cares. Your nails can be not dead. Nobody cares. Kids can make all the noise they want because can't nobody hear you. You just pressing buttons. So if you haven't thought about it, buck up, try it, hit up your friends one day and be like, let's test this out, right? Hit up some family in the Discord and be like, let's test this out. You guys call me. I'm going to try to produce this. And y'all just do a little private stream. So get your chops in, figure it out, build your little rate sheet, show people what it look like. You can show them the flow as an example. This show is neither produced by Doc nor Katie. It's produced by Luis Camera Junkie himself. Now, again, I'm going to just run through the list real quick, and then I'm going to put this box away, and we're going to talk a little bit more about those of us who need to refocus on some channel topics. I'll cover this too, because I just want to make sure we get it all in there today. Okay? So, because the end of the year is coming up. So this is going to give you a chance to wind up, clean your house, get ready, put up your Christmas decorations, clean your damn channel too then. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. You can be an editor. Yes. You can be a thumbnailer. Yes. You can be a writer. Yes. If you've been the ship 30 for 30 and you need a little bit of extra cake, hit some people up. Trust me, I get an email every single day from like 15, 20 people. Let me write some articles for you on the Ecamm blog. People who are trying to grow their channel, some people, okay, you're going to look at somebody who's growing a channel and they started after you, but somehow they're getting it, right? They found the groove, they found the lane, they found an audience, they picked the right subject matter. The subject matter was timely, and they are metro booming. You say, listen, it's about to get out of control for you. Let me handle your social media captions. Let me produce your swipe files for you. If you are in the Ecamm affiliate program and you came to the affiliate meeting yesterday, you saw what a page full of swipe joints look like, you can make that for them. Let me do your show notes for you. Let me rearrange some things for you, right? And you just find your first client. You're going to, again, second, third, and fourth horse got to eat some shit, whatever. You're not going to make none on that first one. But you got to get that first one done so that first one's in your belt so you can go to the next one. You know what I'm saying? And some of y'all got more time than you got gear. So that'll help you get your weight up. You know what I mean? That'll help you figure some things out. Okay, so you got writer, you got producer, you got booking agent. There's a lot about it. Here's the thing, Rich. This is the hardest part. The way I tell people to calculate it is figure out what you want to make. Okay? So, where's my calculator? Is here. There's online calculators for this. You can look it up. You can pull up a salary calculator. That's probably better than me trying to guess. I forgot how to do it now. ARY salary calculator. There we go. Here we go. I'm going to pull one up and we'll see if this works. All right. So let's just say my goal is to make, me. I got to do me. I want to make, man, why you can't click? What? I don't want to use your numbers. I want to use my numbers. Oh, okay, so this one's dumb. Let me restart it one more time, see if it lets me do it. For some reason, this one won't let me edit, but it's probably because they got something stupid on their page. Let me just try the one from Indeed, see if that one works. All right, so, that's the wrong way. That's hourly to salary. I want to go to, here we go. Let's just say you want to make 22 grand, right? That's just me. And you want to do this, you only want to put in the extra 20 hours a week because that's all you got. This is part-time for you, right? You got real life, real gigs. Man, why do none of these forms work right today? What's going on? All right. And you're going to work 50 weeks because you out, right? Your hourly pay is $22, right? That's the number you would charge. Now, I ain't charging no. I mean, I guess it depends on what you're doing. As a writer, $22 might be fine. Booking agent, same thing. Whatever. Thumbnailer, 25 bones an hour, maybe. But as an editor, I ain't coming in that cheap. As a producer, I'm not coming in that cheap. But you might say, hey, I'll do 4 shows a month for you for 200 bones, right? So that's just a number. You just figure out what you need to pull in, right? Whatever you need to pull in. And again, this is not intended to take over your whole salary, but you just might know, right? Nothing. There you go. Nothing types. Let's say you wanted to make 108,000. All right. And you only want to do 20 a week. You see what this is right here, though? Look at this. See, y'all underestimate what 100 hours, you underestimate what $100 an hour can do. Right? 20 hours a week, if you could pull it off for 50 weeks, $100 an hour, you know what I'm saying? It comes out to over 100K. Right? I don't got that kind of time, Doc. I'm busy. All right, here you go. Like, boom. That means you got to charge 200 bones an hour to get to that 100K. Whatever your number is, that's up to you. The reason why you can't say what do you charge is because every locale is different. Every locale has a different understanding. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm going to put this out here for y'all real quick. Where you live right now, how much is a gallon of milk? I'm curious. Where you live, how much is a gallon of milk? Because I'm about to pop your damn socks. So my rates are different, right? But I'm just raw curious where you folks live. What does a gallon of milk look like? And then I'll tell you what I'm saying. So yeah, the best way to do is go online, find you some salary calculator, pick in what you want to make on this side hustle. Now, here's the other thing now. Let's run this back again now, one more again. You do not have to do it in one single client. That's psycho. People think I need to get this whole nut out of one client. You might need to go your first year at, say, 25 bones an hour. And then after you start to build up a little momentum, a little bit of game, you're like, hey, you guys are tight. This next group, they coming in at double. Sometimes you got to come in at triple. It depends. You want to swing for big clients or you want little people. It just really depends on you. You got to understand your whole work ethic and how that works out for you. But again, real quick, somebody mad. See, I told you I got one unlike. That's because I knew somebody would get pissed off when I tell them about themselves. So, cool. Knock yourself out. You can hit it again because all you're telling me is that you know I'm right. That's all I'm saying. I'm cool with it. Again, I reach out to everyone and I'm curious. What does a gallon of milk cost where you live? Oh, see there? Todd said $3.23. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's $8.99. Todd, $8.99. $9 for a gallon of milk. So I know the answer that you want, Rich, but the answer is 100% reasonable. I can't charge $8.99 for a gallon of milk where Todd lives, right? I can't even charge $3.23 for a gallon of milk where Roy lives. But Roy then will look at Adam like that's crazy. So the reason why I says that matters, in Hawaii, I can guarantee get $200 an hour for editing. Somewhere where there's a bunch of other editors, you're not going to get $200 an hour for editing. So if the remote production rate in Dallas, Texas is $50 an hour, I wouldn't plug in my freaking computer for $50 an hour in Honolulu. It's not the same. So there is no base number. You pull a number out of the sky and you see what you can get. So I know everybody wants I fully get the question. We had those questions about graphic design, homie, back when we was doing ads and stuff. It really depends, right? I would run a full page truck in like DC. I could run a full page truck for like 1,200 bones. In New York, there's no way I'm only charging 1,200 bones to run a full page double truck. Sorry, 2 sides of a paper, or 11 by 17 tabloid. There's no way I'm touching a tabloid layout for less than 2 G's, right? In Honolulu, it was more like 4 G's, especially if it's in color. You know what I'm saying? So it regionality does matter. However, same token, you can kind of pull a number out. Yeah, you and me. I don't go shopping either, and I don't drink milk, so we good. But it just goes to show you, right? In San Fran, that joint is $6. Here, legit, I BS you not. You got a hunt sales, but it's roughly 9 bones a gallon at Food Land. Food Land and Safeway take turns putting it on sale, but when it goes, our version of sale is $7.96. They hooking us up. So, you know what I'm saying? They're hooking us up at $7.96 on sale this week. So, I just want to tell you, man, like, yes, the regionality does matter. I just want y'all to know your man's is not clouding. Look, $8.99 a gallon. on sale this week for $7.96. That's why I don't got no damn kids drinking that bovine tit liquid. Come on. Anyway, yes. Okay, so Roy says, is it even hard to find content creators? You can throw a rock at a wedding photographers, but creators are more challenging to find where I am. Oh my God, Roy, I don't even have a baseball, but I want to thank you for tuning this baseball up for me. Because I'm about to Mark McGuire, steroids and all, knock this month out the park. Where do I live? Where does Katie live? And where does Luis live? And please explain to your boy what the F where you live got to do with it. What's where you live got to do with it? What's where you live but a second-hand zip code now? I'm just saying. I'm just absolutely saying. Like, they ain't got nothing to do with it, Pam. Please don't do that to yourself. I'm going to tell you what. When I started my content creation processes, I tried really, really hard to get the content creation movement to pop off in Honolulu, and nobody wanted to come. I was by myself, and I was sitting here for like 2 years disheartened, like really disheartened. I went to a conference in San Francisco, and I was talking smack with Merlin Mann and John Gruber, and they were like, yo, you are doing tech reviews, son. It don't matter where you live. I was seriously thinking about moving to the Yay area. I was going to live there, go back, and just deal with it because I thought it would be better for what I was trying to do. And they were like, man, you got it made where you live. Don't come over here. There's somebody trying to be a tech journalist every 5 feet up in this joint. You're in this position where just living where you live is actually the benefit, not to come back, right? Because the benefit is I am closer to Japan and China. You know what I'm saying? He said, I just delivered a parcel of mail from Honolulu, 135 in postage. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Right? Right? Like, there's a wedding photographer every 5 feet here. But guess what? Wedding photographers are creators. Wedding photographers need to know how to do videos to get their business going. Wedding photographers need to know how to write the articles that will get the SEO up so that they come up first in the neighborhood. So, yeah, I mean, it kind of don't matter. I mean, Luis is producing from Miami. You know what I mean? Well, what do you do? I'm just saying I'm not gonna let the locale excuse bother, because it's the internet. Like, what exactly is the rub? Because I guarantee you, I can sit down with you for 10, 15 minutes and find some people you need to talk to. And you already got the skills. I know you got the skills. And you come to all of the streams. So you hear the people that we bring on that are of stature that say, I need a producer. I know for a fact that you, of all the people listening to this right now, you are definitely one of the people that can produce. I know for a fact that you could just say, hey, Luis, the next time somebody calls you and they cannot do it, would you mind giving them my number? I'm not the guy for can't. It's just not, I'm not that dude. For the last year, I worked as a creative coach worked with a creative coach. She just had to let me go because she's too busy keeping her top tier clients. She's committed. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's out there. We can have deeper conversations as to where and how. If that's something you're interested in, let us know, man. We'll pop up in the Discord and we can have this conversation. Shit, I'll open up a browser and I will go through it. I will find you bodies in 10 minutes in a mother freaking browser. I am that confident. You can open YouTube right now and scrub videos, creators talking creators, and some creators talking about they know they need to go live more, but they just can't. I got an idea. This might be stupid, okay? This might be stupid. It's not, because I'm always right. I'm not always right as much as Keely, but I'm close. I'm a close second. Podfest is happening in Orlando at the end of January. If you could load up the truck and move to Beverly, and you put the hillbillies in the back of a truck and get yourself to Orlando, and even not come inside the conference, just peel outside the conference, be like, anybody looking for a video producer for their podcast? You would leave with no less than 5-10 clients. September, Rich was in Dallas did something. There's one of those every 2 weeks. From September to November, there's one of those every 2 weeks in some city. Vid/something/vid. You can go to any one of them conferences and be like, wear a t-shirt that says, "Let me produce your podcast," and throw a QR code. You can get that shirt printed for $15. You only need to wear it 2 days. Print two. Don't repeat. They're going to stink. Within the day, you will cover the cost of that t-shirt and the travel to get to whatever con you can get to. I'm just saying. You can buy an Instagram ad for $25 that says, "Let me produce your video podcast for you." You can buy an Instagram ad for $25. Tell them again, Rich. Tell them again. I don't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, legit. You can go to somebody in church tomorrow, real estate agent, that is looking to put together more sales. They have a presentation they need to do. Hell, I'm going to tell you something crazy. I think B is still here. But last year this time, we found out, kind of sort of back to back, actually, this is crazy. I did my dad's funeral. Okay, everybody, please hold this tight, okay? I'm gonna struggle through this, but I'm gonna get through it. I had my dad's funeral at one of the prominent funeral homes in Honolulu. And we wanted to play a video to represent who my pops was. These people had a 1999 DVD player and a projector. And that's it. So if we had to go figure out how to make a DVD in 2021, we were able to pull that off. But when we went to go play the DVD, like, this thing couldn't even repeat good. So we said, my dad's a pretty prominent cat. He got fam in Korea that want to see this. He got fam in the mainland, people that he taught how to do all this video stuff. And we were like, yo, his kid's a professional live streamer. Like, we could stream this joint from the funeral home. They still had the spectrum that is 2 down, 2 up. I bullshit you not. In 2021, they were on the original spectrum plan. Barely can check your email. So after realizing that, the craziness is, Brady hits me up a week, maybe 2 weeks later, and he's like, his grandma just passed. And he wants to live stream some of that back to folks in Okinawa. I'm like, done, son. Like, that's my boy. We've been friends for almost 30 years now. I'm like, done. So we brought a Mac Mini, a little screen. Brady got the Wi-Fi joint y'all see me with at camp, about this big, the one I let Stephanie use. He got that. We posted up in the back. We had a 2-camera shoot, a Mac Mini, whatever. And when we were done, we had a conversation sitting on the back of matching Tacomas. It's Hawaii. We all got Tacomas. And Brady was like, what'd you think? I could charge somebody like $700 to do this, right? I'm like, all day. Because they wanted to charge us $750 to do it with what they didn't know how to do. We know how to do this. And we got actual gear and actual cameras. And we know what the hell we're doing. They was going to have somebody nephew come up in there with a long shot posted all the way at the back with something that looked like this here. Actually, this is an upgrade because this is 4K. They was going to bring up an old version like this. You guys remember that Canon HD10 or whatever? They was trying to charge like $750 to stream it with some. I was like, yo, I got crack in my junk drawer that's better than that. So after us not wanting to take their package because it was horrible, they start letting other people do it. And here in Honolulu, we could easily charge 700 bones to stream something like that. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing a lot of cultural events live from the beach. And, again, we're not moving the gear out the house for less than a G. You have all of the gear now. You can rent the freaking mobile Wi-Fi for where y'all live for probably like 50 bones. Graduation season is upon us. You know what I'm saying? Somebody just wants you to go to the kids' graduation and post up and stream to the folks that can't be there. Some parent right now, December, kids graduating from college, some parent has family members that can't come, will pay you full $500 to post up somewhere and stream it out to their family. Just saying. See what I'm saying? Like, if we were going to quit doing this mess tomorrow, Brady and I could do nothing but funerals in Hawaii because this place is full of old people. The sad part is our clientele from both sides of our family are Okinawan, and those motherfuckers live to like 100. but we'll be we just in the Okinawan community alone, not even stepping outside of our bloodline, we would stay booked. I just really want to help you understand that you do not have to struggle. I always tell people, like, I want to buy this. I was like, go cut some grass. Like, I'm going to just give you opportunities. What you do with this is up to you. But I just want to tell you, it's out there. And you already have the chops. You got the skills. You got the gear. You just need to call Carlos and get the confidence. I try to help you with that. But my idea of confidence is just do it. Stop talking about it. maybe I'm maybe a little bit of a rough coach when it comes to confidence because I know how long I spent pussyfooting around about confidence. Me. Yeah, I know. You guys are like, what? You? Yeah, me. I spent a long time, and then one day I just yanked the band-aid. And if I tell you how I did it, you guys are going to laugh. But I was about 15, just got sick and tired, and I invented a character. I lived in that persona because that character could get to be different, you know. And later on, I realized that was working, so I renamed said persona, and then I dove all in. And then I realized I didn't like the persona being different from me. Okay, write this down. I realized I did not like the persona being different from me because I'm not a fake person. I hate fake people. I don't like, I want nothing to do with fake people. They get on my damn nerve because I grew up around a whole bunch of fake folks. I'm from the East Coast. So what did I do? I made the real me catch up with the persona that I invented. All you guys that know me know fully well there is very little difference between Doc and Sean. Those ninjas are the same person. Wasn't always Doc. I changed the name in the middle, but I made the real me catch up to the persona. I don't know the psychological back end of how any of that mess works. That you need to call Carlos. Carlos can tell you. But I just decided I needed to protect Sean. So I invented the artist formerly known as Doc Rock as a protection mechanism. And after I realized people respected that cat, didn't, what's the word I'm looking at? Try to pick on, like just fully understood, looked up to, whatever. I made the rest of me catch up to the persona that I made up. I mean, it was a hip hop thing. We had to make up the DJ name or the dancer name or the writer name. That's graffiti artist for you people who don't know what a writer is. We had to make these names up. And then so, yeah, is what it is. You had to come into be who you are. It's funny. I'm gonna make a blanket statement. I normally don't agree with blanket statements, but I'm gonna make this one. Every female in here knows exactly what I'm talking about because you have had to put on a tougher exterior to put up with the bullshit that men in the corporate environment put on you. Every female in the chat knows exactly how to do this because they've done it. They've had no choice but to do it. Shit, some of them still got to do it now, depending on what they work in, what environment they work in. Every person of color in here, every person that, is alphabet, they all had to do it. They all had to do the chameleon role. Shit, this might only be the hardest for the cis folks. Y'all might be the only ones that have a hard time doing this. The rest of us been doing it since whenever, since birth. Integration, that's the word I was looking for, right? BJ knows. He grew up a black man too. He knows. We all had to do this, right? Tati, she knows. In order to gather the strength to let the real you shine, sometimes you gotta just be like, today I am a business. You do it now. You go, today I'm the tough parent. Tomorrow I'm the nurturing parent. You gotta switch. 6 hat thinking, fam. 6 hats thinking. Let's go back to a couple streams back and look at the 6 hats. You gotta do this shit. Like if you want to be out here, you want to win. Ain't no choice, son. Y'all can keep, thinking about it. Ain't nobody got time to be thinking. I'm moving. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Keely. Thank you. I was just typing that I didn't have a choice to be the person you see because I had and continue to survive. Facts. Facts from my sister with the blue t shirt. Oh, I was going to run through some stuff. Listen, I just want everybody is looking to tighten up the channel. This is the end of the year. It's time to do that clean out. You know, you might got a day after Thanksgiving if you're not too busy Friday black shopping. Look, just analyze your current content and just make a real understanding of where you are, right? And then once you have that in your head, got some notes down on paper, hit up your audience, ask them, right? Like invite them over for a virtual cup of coffee and be like, so what you want? And just, talk to them where they at, right? Now, I know I've shown you this. If we need to do it again, holler at your mans. I'm happy to show you the content that you already have created. Let's go in and start optimizing them joints for SEO. Chad can help you. TubeBuddy can help you. vidIQ can help you. You ain't got none of them. Both of them finna be on sale come Thursday night. Some of them might have already started, right? And then just remember, consistency is key. I mean, it's old. It's a trope. Whatever it is. So do that. And then maybe diversify your content a little piece. Maybe it's not setting because you're trying to do the thing that you ain't supposed to be doing. She gonna get mad at me, but I'm about to put her drawers on the line in the backyard, in the front yard. We all know what Michelle is trying to do. And I told her this, so she just get mad at me. It's okay. She loves me. I love her. I'm like, stop trying to do that and just do the Trello joint or the Canva joint. Because, girl, you kick ass. She like a superhero. If she would just dive into her Trello or Canva shit, I know she would punch people right in the nuts. She is so good at that. But she just really has her heart set on trying to do the branding thing, which I think you could do through both. I think you could do the branding conversation through Canva or through Trello. She's so dope at it, and I keep yelling at her, look, mommy, focus on this. It will get your momentum going, and then once you're at full speed, you can, slowly make the difference. But, you got to get in the game to score points. You know what I mean? So there's that. And then, man, y'all need to start collabing with each other more. I've been meaning to tell y'all this for like 2 weeks because I seen the way y'all act at camp. I know everybody didn't get to go, whatever, man. The ones that did go, I seen how y'all act at camp. I'm going to hold this comment for a brief second. I'm going to come back to this. I'm going to give myself an irritant on the screen to remind me that this is coming back. So this is just a reminder for myself. Don't worry, it's dumb graphic, but it's this little irritant on the screen is going to remind me to come back to this point. Anyway, I just want to see you guys do a little bit more collaborative efforts with each other and a little bit more cross-molding. Notice my Catch-22 fam, they always be with each other. They're the first kids. They passed through. They done graduated. Everybody doing the damn thing. Pumpkin fly around like his shit don't stink no more, right? Because he put in the work. He deserves it. You know what I'm saying? Keely out here having grown folks business conversations now. Now he's going, oh, I'm late. I was handling the business call. I'm like, shut up. Come on, girl. Where you at? You know what I'm saying? So y'all please help each other out. Don't forget, we family, we got to do this mess together here. You know what I'm saying? And now also don't forget to leverage some other platforms. You can't live all your eggs in YouTube because YouTube is dope. It's my favorite, all right? It's hard to say this, but, sometimes you need a little side piece, a little side salad. Go and check out some of these other platforms to see what work you can do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's about it. And then, like I said, some of y'all are at the point where you might have to buy some ads. It don't have to be expensive. You give yourself a $200-$300 ad budget instead of buying another camera, and then buy some ads to produce your stuff. I put this right here. I was just picking on Kills, but she's a great example because she already has the functioning business side now, which is her Discord coaching. like, maybe it might be all right to just say, hey, instead of buying a new this or that, uh, I'm going to say drop $400 on some ads and see what happens. You know, over the next 4 months, I'm gonna do $100 a month on some ads and see what happens. You might be where you at because she only need a couple clients to cover that back. And the most importantly, you guys already do it. You come here all the time. You stay informed. You adapt. There's some adjustments you need to make. YouTube is rolling out For You line on your channel starting now. I think it rolls out on the 20th if you don't already have it. So check in your back end. You're going to see you might have a place on your channel to put a For You. And you just go to your customized page. I'm trying to see if I got it switched on just yet. I don't know if it came. When I last checked, I didn't have it yet, but I know it's rolling out for everybody coming up soon. Soon. Under customize. Yeah, see, I got the For You. Okay, I did switch it on. So here's your little For You box. You just switch that on. And now what's going to happen, it's not going to really work for me because I'm logged in as me, but each of you guys will see something different on this For You joint, right? You won't see these four. I'm not picking these. These are being picked by the rhythm. Slave to the rhythm. So go ahead and turn that on if you got it. If you don't got it, it will be live on Monday. So turn it on Monday. Okay? And yeah, that's it. Let me get to drugs real quick. From this perspective, I believe I should have just used my real name. Trust me, man. Right? I can't even say this because my Swedish sucks. Drazen Rujic Michin. I'm going to go with Michin. I'm going to pretend like I got it, like I know what I'm talking about. It's a nickname, but all of the solo artists had to get an artist name too, right? Boom. Thank you, Lloyd. Appreciate you, fam. Yes, it is so true. It is so true, Roy. Oh my God, I love you for this, brother. It is so easy. You know what is? I tried to bring this up. Let me finish reading Roy's comment first. It's so easy to want to wait till January to scale up efforts. I know it's better to scale once you figured out what needs improvement rather than waiting. Listen, I brought this up when everybody was talking about what are we doing for Vlogmas? What are we doing for Vlogmas? You could do Vlogmas any given 30-day period in your life. You don't have to wait until some calendar shit. Like, it frustrates me the amount of people. I was one of them, but I stopped doing that mess. Calendar don't mean nothing to me. I work on days that end in Y. I stopped thinking about the arbitrary Gregorian, Roman, Hebrew. Pick a calendar. I don't give a damn. I don't care about them calendar. Them days don't mean nothing to me. Every day gone is one more that I don't have to walk on the earth. So I'm walking. Yes, indeed, I'm talking. I'm putting in something because, we can't be wasting them, son. We really don't know how much more we got. So keep waiting until January. You must rather be waiting until January and then something happens, throws you off your course next week. Your plans for January are done. Those kind of plans, pray for later and never, son. That's what it is. Those kind of plans are pray for later and never. Thank you. I agree with you. But thank you, Carlos. Coming from you, that means everything. Says, I deserve the right to be a little harsh. You build trust with us, knowing where your heart at. Thank you. Thank you, Kills. Love you. Sandy, you're a rock star. All right. Creators coming. Thank you, Roy. You reminded me to get back to what I was fixing to say. All right, let me just make sure we're at this community is so open to collaborate and help each other, right? It's been an experience. Yep. Dude, Substack is super, super easy. It'll recommend content from their homepage as it ties closely to what the algorithm sees you like. Yes, exactly. Yes, and take the shorts out of it. If shorts ain't your move, please check them off the box. Yes, Roy is correct. I have I have more steps behind me than in front of me. Thank you. I feel like that now with my knees. Okay, little Doc, get the hell out of here. Beat it. I want to bring this up, and Tati, I'll go ahead and let you grab a tissue. Here's what I find beautiful. And this is why I love doing what I do. Last year, about this time, a little bit before, call it September of last year, insert your favorite deity, told Tati she needs to start hanging out with our crew. And insert your favorite deity brought Tati to us. Tati got here and she was like, that dude is an absolute dick. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it because I'm here to tell you what you need to hear. And parts of her natural self was probably like, I don't know if I could deal with it, but the rest of them people is cool, so I'm going to keep coming anyway. Against her probably natural inclinations, she stayed. Maybe because of y'all. And then we had my course I did on interviews in the beginning of January. And then Tati was like, not only is he a dick on TV, he's actually a dick in real life. But I'm going to keep showing up because I need to do this. So she did. And she put in the work. And she got better. And then she got questions. And so she came with her questions. She's like, look, I'm going to get out of this what I can get out of this. But the more she's around us, the more she realizes I'm not a dick just for the sake of being a dick. I'm a dick because I'm trying to grow kids that want to do this. Right? I was like, this is a bad analogy, but I'm being the father dick to grow some more kids that can do this and make other people's life better. Not just for the sake of, smashing. You know what I'm saying? I was using the dick for what the dick is used for, to grow something. Again, horrible analogy, but you figure it out. And the more she hung out, the more she realized where it's coming from, to where we finally got to meet at camp. I think at that moment in time, I had the realization I was giving Tati to learn how to calm it down a bit. Because trust me, it was worse than this. And Tati was giving me to learn how to push through even if you don't like the shit you about to step in. Go figure. When we had a chance to meet at camp, I knew right then and there that little sister was exactly who I needed to see at that exact moment, at that exact time. I am a better teacher because this teacher showed up and put up with my roughness. I'm a roughneck. Gotta be a roughneck. But through her sticking through it and now me seeing her get better and shine, I also realized that I can't sandpaper everybody. I have to take some of that 40 grit, move it up to about 320. Let's start from there. So I have learned to temper this shit a little bit. And she has learned to put up with my craziness, and we're better for it. I saw the genuine person, and everybody else that got a chance to see her, see the genuine light that she is, right? She's real people. And all we had to do was separate the porter from the coasting and just be reeking. Those are facts, son. Those are fucking facts. I'm just trying to stop myself from having a tear. When you get old, you get sensitive. Right? Of course, I see. I know, but I was definitely being a little harsh because I just want you people to do what I know you can do. We got this super glue Tati to the desk. uh, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, you. You know what I'm saying? Giving us the old face from Office Supply movie, right? 100%. 100%. I'm just saying, fam. Like you never know where your teachers fitting to come from. I have definitely learned some things from people I didn't assume that was going to be there. But you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm just saying, like, don't give up yet. You got this, mess. You might just have to hammer nails with a screwdriver for a minute. And it's okay. You'll be able to get back to your Stanley number 3 pretty soon. Right? If it's not working out for you and you know you need to make some fundage, look at some other opportunities. Again, the family is here. Like we all here to help each other out. Is what it is. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm going to pop into the Discord. I'm going to go check the Notre Dame score real quick. I'll see. Oh, I forgot to hit that commercial today.
Hey there, LGL family. Just popping in to remind you of 2 super cool ways to stay connected and create better together. First up, have you joined Doc's newsletter yet? It's your golden ticket to exclusive content, insider tips, and a whole lot of positivity. Head over to createbetter.life to sign up. Trust me, you don't want to miss out, fam. And if you're craving more real-time interaction, our Discord server is where it's at. Join our vibrant community at docrock.live/Discord. It's a space where ideas flow, friendships blossom, and fun never ends. So what are you waiting for?
Oh, holy my goodness.
All right, fam. I love y'all. Let's pop into the Discord. I'll see you in a minute. Peace out. A-Town Stump.
City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love the city